He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Groupers offense comes onto the field first today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen.
And down he goes back to 3.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate for the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's a fumble way down the line.
Yo, what?
And once his
Why were you
was able to get back on top of the
3 people, y'all?
Yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. He's up to 47 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Moving past the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Can't get him to the ground.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change. This game goes on.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Orlando. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go. The give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well,
that's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. On the run, deep down the right side. And
yo, if you would have threw that pick, I would have to start over.
Was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really
turning it on. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Sheffield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The groupers will line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Robinson will throw. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have...
Yo, these receivers, they're not catching shit. What's up, y'all?
They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
One of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And this one is perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture.
Robinson looking to pass. Got his man quickly.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I could have thrown to you. I could have waited.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Gonna swing it on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Groupers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to fire from the pistol. Start the third quarter with the run. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's got him.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Robinson will throw. Just
Come on, man. You gotta throw that ball.
Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just
throw that to him.
As a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep.
Oh, I fucked up. Got thought over. Gotta thought over, bro.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Groupers offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Quarterback keeps it. Fights off the defender. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be fourth down. The Groupers send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Robinson looking to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Marches ahead.
My God, you got to get in there. Why can't you get in there?
Pick up at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And he's going to try to return this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Groupers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Robinson will throw. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jeffrey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the option. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's Sheffield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback brought up two and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. And when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
I'm wearing white cooler.
After a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Robinson looking to pass. The quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so...
That's a safety, blood. My motherfucking point.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
What the fuck? I need my safety.
And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle, it's Olsen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's
these motherfuckers can't get the damn ball.
I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game, that's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time